everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Nicole. I'm a 33-year-old cash budgeter in Virginia. I am currently a stay-at-home mom to two littles, and I'm on a journey to become debt-free as well as more financially stable. I would love it if you could like this video, leave me a comment below and subscribe if that sounds like content that would interest you, or you would like to just follow along on my journey and help keep me accountable. In today's video, we are going to be doing a binder refresh. I'm so excited. I have some new inserts that I made because I'm currently using cardstock inserts and my binders are super puffy. So I'm hoping with the vellum inserts that they will be a little bit thinner. These are from, wow, um, words are hard. These are from my shop. I made them. This design is currently not listed because um, as you can see, it's a very light design. It's not, it didn't come through as bold as I was hoping it would be for fall. But if you did like these and you'd want to order some, just send me a message. I may still add them to the shop with a disclaimer or try and at least do a really good picture to show that it is a little bit on the lighter side. But these are just 3 mil vellum matte inserts, so they're much thinner than cardstock, so I'm hoping that'll help my binders out. I also have this new binder that we're going to be setting up today. I was really needing a new binder, and Carly from Spooky Budgets was doing a little imperfect binder sale, and I will say all of my binders are technically imperfects. I've bought all of them through sellers who were doing an imperfect sale because of some type of issue that they thought they couldn't sell them at full price. But if you're looking to start and you want some of these nicer, like larger hooks, larger ring binders, my I primarily just wanted the snap closure versus the magnet. Um, Definitely check out the imperfect sales. Like stalk their pages because most sellers will do an imperfect sale when they get inventory because um, they don't feel good about selling certain binders at full price if there's an issue. But I will say all of the binders I have gotten, I cannot figure out what's wrong with them besides just like something very minuscule. So this binder, as you can see, is going to be a little bit different than the ones I currently have. I don't know if you can even see that. Goodness. Okay, are we in frame? Yes. So the lighting's not great, but all of my binders are like that taupey pink, and then this one is my favorite. It's like a plum, like a smoky plum color. Um, but I saw this mauve binder from Spooky Budgets, and I really liked the color of it and wanted to bring a little bit more color. All of my savings challenges binders are patterned. Here we go. Are patterned or a bright color. So I just thought this binder would look really cute with my debt binder as well. And I don't think it looks bad with the binders that I already have. The only thing that I did not pay attention to was that this was I forget what it's called. I don't know if it's the lined ones. Um, I can't remember what it's called. All of mine that I currently have are the pebbled. So they're like the soft pebbled one, which is what I really love. Um, Nothing against the quality of the binder. The quality of the new binder is so good. Um, but yeah, so I do wish it was pebbled so that it would match a little bit better. But that was on me. But either way, this binder is I can't tell what's imperfect about it at all. The only thing I could see is like maybe like there's a little bit of like pulled stitching right there. But overall, it's good in my opinion. There's a little bit of pulled thread, pulled stitching right there, but I mean, I don't, I'm happy with it for what I need it for. Um, so this is going to be another savings challenge binder, but what we're going to do is we're going to move my holidays we're going to move my holidays. Let's see, let's do this into here because these are all technically savings challenges. Also, one of the things I didn't realize is this has the silver rings. All my other binders have gold rings, which isn't a big deal. But yes, so we're going to switch all of this. Oops. These bookmarks are from the Blushing Hippo on Etsy. I pretty much have one for all of my categories. And then we're also going to go through here and I'm going to switch out some of I want all of my envelopes to be the same. I did not make new inserts for my holidays because these are all ones from my shop. Well, most of them are, not all of them are. Some are my original patterns that I was going to play with. Like I don't, this one, here, let's do it this way. Christmas, this is available in my shop as a envelope or the savings challenge. These birthday ones are specific to my kids. Those are not available, but there is a birthday one. Halloween is available in my shop as well as the tracker. This shopping one is just, that was more for me for like Black Friday or Prime Day. The Mother's Day design I did change. I made it this pink flowery one, which I might honestly change it back. I'm not sure. I do really love the purple flowers. So we'll see. But I do have a Mother's Day available. Father's Day, this is not, I did not go with the tie theme. It is a blue. Thanksgiving is available, but it is not this design. It is this design. You can't really see it in the tracker. But I just want to switch out all of these envelopes. Some of my envelopes, my original ones have these cut corners, but the new ones that I ordered have the rounded corners and I like them so much better. Easter is also different. It's this green background, but it is available in my shop. And then Valentine's Day is this pink background. But I wanted to switch those out because I wanted them all to lay better in the corners. So those are the holidays. Now we're going to go to my savings section, which I do have inserts for these. Here we go. So emergency is this one. So these are my old inserts. They're the thicker cardstock. I'm just going to put those to the side, and then we're going to switch and put these new inserts in. And I made them, I think, slightly smaller, but I love it. I love how that looks. And since they are the vellum, you will see the money behind it, which originally I didn't like, but there we go. So this is where I'm talking about, like when it's in the envelope for this specific design, it's a little harder to see the design, in my opinion. It's still very minimal, but again, that's why I'm not sure if I'm going to add it to my shop or not. But I do have other inserts available in my shop that are pretty popular, honestly. Month ahead, I have a floral version similar to this one, not quite this one. It's a little different. But I do have one. It's a colorful floral. Oh, I need to switch this envelope. That is probably my most popular insert design. And I also have a black and white version. Unbudgeted is getting, let's see, can I put it in without taking? Yes, okay. There we go. And then we have a new one, which is Bill's Buffer. And I'm going to be adding another, I think, let's see. We're going to do this start with this roll the dice challenge, I think, for this one. I was considering doing this rainy day fund for it, but those are big numbers. That's a 1K. So let's just start with this roll the dice one and see how we do on that. Whoops. And then the last thing I have in this binder are my kids' letter books, which I did not make new inserts for, or did I? Did I make savings? Let me see. I'm not sure if I did or not. I think I just put their names on here we go. All right, so here is hers. And she needs a tracker in hers. And then this one is my son's. Oops. There we go. Okay, so here is our new binder all set up. Oops. All right, so we're still a little full. We're a little tight, but I think it's fine. The only other thing I want to pay attention to, I have two sizes of binders. I know I've said this before. These ones are my favorite. They're a little bit longer, so like the dashboards and the envelopes that I use don't stick out on those ones, but these work perfectly fine. Okay, so this binder is now finished. So now we need to put something else in this binder. This is going to be, what is going in here? I think my kiddos. Let's see. I don't have a plan for this, if you can tell. This is it's my monthly bill binder. Okay, these two I think are done. Oh, because let me just see. I'm pretty sure I just made new inserts for this binder. Yeah, so this binder has these inserts in it. Okay, so this binder is fine. And we just did this one. So we'll put these away just so they're not in the way. Oops. So now we need to split up my sinking funds, and I need to add a section for my business is what we need to do now. So let's see. First, let's go in here and let's do my kiddos section first because I did not make new inserts for theirs because they have these little polka dots and I think they're adorable. But we do need to change out an envelope in here. And if I run out of these envelopes, I may just reorganize some things a little bit. But ideally, I would want them all to be in these rounded corner ones. Okay, so those are my kiddos. Now, what do I want to put in here? Part of me wants to put my business stuff in here. Let's go through the sinking funds. All right, let's skip beauty for right now. Birthdays. Wait, let's do this a smart way. Here we go. Okay, so we have birthdays and gifts. That's definitely, that one can go in here. I think I want to get a new bookmark. I want to get one that says like long-term savings and then to go along with my low and high priority. Business is going to come out because we have the others. Clothing is a priority. Copays is a priority. Let's see. So gifts is going to come out because I combined birthdays and gifts. Haircuts. That's kind of a high priority too. There we go. This is not my hobbies. Let's see what we got. I think that one, that's his hobbies. I'm sorry if this is boring to you guys as well. I had a little bit, I had a little bit of a plan, but not really. And it is a little hard to talk while I'm thinking. But I hope everybody is hanging out, doing some good stuff. My husband's hobby envelope is about, in his mind, this is a high priority. But in my mind, it is not. We are still arguing about the new car. Not arguing, but we're disagreeing over the new car. I mentioned it a couple videos back, I think. Oh, and this one needs a new envelope. My husband decided to buy a 50-year-old car and then wants to, do all the things to start fixing it up. It runs, thankfully, like it does run, but it's 50 years old, so it definitely has some maintenance that needs to get done to it. And we are obviously disagreeing on, priorities because I am trying to focus on debt, which is, uh which is what I thought we had agreed that we were going to focus on. Um, which he says we still are focusing on that, but he also wants to be able to do stuff with his car. And I understand that. But I just want him to realize it is not going to get done as quick as he thinks it's going to get done. So that's been fun for sure. I also, self care. I'm going to keep this in low priority because if I have to cancel my appointments because I don't have enough money, then that is fine. I'm fine to do that. I also need to clean off my tracker because we have no money in here. I'm also starting to feel like not discouraged, obviously, because I'm still new, but I have an Etsy shop, and the month of August was I think so. Hold on, let me back up. I opened my Etsy shop in June, I believe, at sometime in June, and I got a few orders, um, and was mainly doing, I mainly had digital stuff on there at first, and then that's wrong, pretty sure. It might be right. I don't know. I was mainly doing digitals, and then in July, I added physical items. Once I figured out how everything worked, I added physical items in July, and wasn't really good. It took a little bit to get a physical order, but then I got a physical order and started actually making money on Etsy in August. August, and it was a very good month for my Etsy. Um, and I was very excited. I was loving all the different things that I was getting to do and very much enjoying my Etsy. But we're now in September, and I feel like I've barely made, I'm gonna take this out. I feel like I'm not doing very many orders. I mean, I know I'm not doing very many orders. Um, I feel like August is being a very slow month, which is perfectly understandable. I mean, I definitely know what it's like to want to be able to buy stuff and not be able to, or just, it's long story short, I totally understand why I'm not getting orders. Like, I know Etsy will be up and down. It's just a little discouraging. I had a launch on about a week ago, I think, maybe a little longer than that now. Um, and no one bought anything. So it's one of those where it's like, are people just not shopping? Like, obviously, I know the economy sucks right now. It's one of those like, are people just not, where is Copace? Are people not shopping, or is it did makes you feel like no one liked my stuff, like just didn't like what I put out. Um, but it's definitely a little discouraging. So I don't know. I don't know. I've messed around with my prices a few times, trying to figure out what the best price point is for everything. Obviously, now that I've been paid and I did my August breakdown, I kind of see what my profit margin was, and I think my prices they're definitely fair, especially compared to other shops. I'm still trying to figure out shipping. I'm definitely losing money for shipping, but I'm trying to also keep it simple and just do like a flat rate price for shipping. Um, so then, I don't feel like my prices are too high. I was also running a sale in August. All of my physical items were 20% off. So I also feel like that was probably why I was getting a good amount of sales. I do have a sale going on for September, or like a September promo. Um, it's not as good as 20% off, but it still is 20% off. You just have to you have to spend $20 to get 20% off. So it kind of makes me feel like, do I need to lower my prices? Do I need to run a sale, like a better sale every month? Do people not like my stuff? Um, so I don't know. It's definitely hard. It's hard to try and make things, I want to make things that I like, but I also want to make things that I feel like are universal that other people would like as well. And I think that's where it gets a little tricky because everyone likes different things. So I don't know. I'm not really venting. I'm so unbelievably grateful for the sales that I've done. And I want it to keep going because I I'm in the process right now where um, I need to pay back the money that I've spent. I need to pay back the money that I've spent in like startup costs, you know, um, and I'm not there yet, not at all. So I if I can at least break even, that would be amazing. I would love it to just break even. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What did I just do? Okay. What am I doing? Oh, so these are all long term. Oh boy. I think these are just my like expenses in here. Hmm. Okay, I remember what I was going to do. I want to get rid of my high priority and low priority sections, and I'm just going to make a sinking fund section, I think, or a sinking funds um, binder because it is all intertwined. Um, certain months, certain things are high priority, and other months, those things are no longer high priority. So let's add all of these back in so that they're all together. Because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a long term section, like a long term savings, which is going to be like all the like yearly bills and stuff like that. So this is now or this is just sinking funds. So where did that dashboard go? Here we go. So, and then let me see. Like I said, I did not have a plan, so nothing is where it's supposed to be. This Carly from Spooky Budgets also sent me this cute little dashboard. So let's put that in here and do a little layer. Oh, that's so cute. And then, so does my kiddos section still fit in here, or should I leave it like this? Because this is one of my bigger binders. Ooh. That looks a lot better for sure. Okay, so let's leave that like that, and then let's do this section real quick. This was going to be all of my, we can do our, I mean, I guess I consider it high priority. Ow. It's not high priority though. It's long term. I think I like the terminology of long term better than high priority. Because worst case scenario, this stuff, if we don't save for it, I mean, it just would have to get included in our monthly bills because it has to get paid. So, debt is a loan that we are paying back to someone we know. It's not like a bank loan or anything, no interest, nothing like that. Um, so, that is definitely high priority um, and kind of a long term thing because obviously they're being understanding that we can't just pay them back all in one lump sum. Dental is another long term. I feel like we always need to be putting money in dental and medical and all that, which it is also that is obviously considered like a true high priority sinking fund as well. But ideally, I would like to be able to save up our deductibles and everything. Medical, same thing. Memberships. This is yearly membership, so you are now going to be last. I try also the order in which my categories are has nothing to do with importance. It is strictly alphabetical. So just to clear that up. Yearly memberships is like Sam's Club. Right now it's just Sam's Club and Costco. Ideally, I would also like Prime and Canva and all that type of stuff I would like to do, but for right now it's just Sam's and Costco. Yearly insurance is for that 50-year-old car. Oh, my son's awake. Um, that my husband got. He was able to get um, antique insurance on it, and um, we paid for it, like we paid for the whole year. So I need to put money towards that. Vision, obviously, I wear, well, not obviously because you can't see my face. I wear glasses, and I am going to need some new glasses here soon. I just recently, over the summer, was able to get some prescription sunglasses finally, so I'm not blind when I'm outside. Registration is our car registrations, and then property taxes are our property taxes that are due twice a year in January and June. Okay, so this is going to be my year. Oops, get back in there. I need to do end of the month cannot come fast enough where I'm going to condense some of these. Medical actually has to come out because I need to pay some bills, but one day we won't have medical bills, right? Ideally. Okay, let's put that high priority. Where'd it go? Let's put the high priority bookmark in here because it doesn't actually say sinking funds. It just says high priority. So we'll do that in here. That looks so much better. And now let's do our, or my, I keep saying our, like we're in this together, which I mean, I guess we are, but y'all know what I mean. Our expenses. So let's just kind of lay these out. So these are all the categories that I mean, they are sinking funds, but I pull from these regularly. So like these categories would not, at least in my mind, would not end up being something that I would ever be able to like put in the bank for like savings because we just spend out of them way too much. This buffer category is a savings category. It's our bank buffer, but when I have to pay back our buffer, I need somewhere to put that money, especially because sometimes I can't get to the bank right away. So that's what that buffer category is. Childcare. This is one that I have a babysitter, and when I needed to use our babysitter, I pay her in cash, so I need somewhere to hold those funds. Credit card payback. Oh, did I miss an envelope that I need to switch? I did. This very first one. I thought I just did that. Wow. What was I talking about? Credit card payback. So this is a new one that I'm adding because I'm back to using the like credit card method. Instead of using my bank card, I'm using my credit card, and then at the end of the month, I am hopefully paying off the credit card based off my usage. And the reason why I'm doing that is mainly because I cannot get a handle on my grocery bill. Every paycheck when I budget for groceries, it's always off. It is never correct. So I need a tracker for that. Let's do this one. So in order to try and figure out what we're going to be spending, I decided to try the payback method. So obviously I needed somewhere to put that money again until I can go to the bank or when I do the unstuffing. It might come back to bite me. I don't know. But for right now, that's what we're going to try. Gas is basically, it's a placeholder. If we don't need gas right away when we get paid, I like to pull the money to make sure that these ones needed new envelopes. Look, I'm talking and I'm not paying attention. 'Cause I'm running out of envelopes. Um, Gosh, if you're still here, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and listening to all this. Um, there we go. There's one, and then this one needed to be changed. But yeah, so gas is again, it's placeholder for where if I need, like I haven't got gas yet this pay period, so my $30 for gas is what's sitting in there right now. I will be getting gas probably this weekend. Um, and then I'm pretty sure my husband hasn't got gas either, which is frustrating because it's that money is sitting in the bank account because he normally gets gas like as soon as he gets paid. But for some reason, he hasn't needed gas yet. So I have been having to keep watching the bank account to make sure we don't accidentally spend his gas money because I knew as soon as I pulled the money out of, I don't know what I want to do with these, with those ones. I knew as soon as I pulled the money out of the account, he would go get gas, and then I would just need to turn around and go put that money back in the account. So yeah, we do have two checking accounts, and we were utilizing our second account as like his account, but this pay period, I did not do that. I did not give him, or I did not transfer any money into that second account. So I don't, and the frustrating thing is I don't have a card for that account. I can't, like, I don't have a debit card or not a debit. Yeah, a debit. I don't have yeah, I don't have a debit card for that account. So I can't spend out of it. Um, the only access I have to that account is our online banking, like to where I can see the balance and I can do transfers, but I can't like get money out the ATM. I can't do any of that. We are planning on getting me a card for that account, but when we opened the checking account, we did it through our online banking. And somehow, with the back and forth between our representative and my husband, even though I selected for both of us to get a card, only he ended up getting a card. So, yeah, now we have to physically go in the bank and get a card. I have to split this. I think 25, 20, I think 20 was going to baby and 25 was going to health. Um, that's such a yucky 20. So this is health. So yeah, so on his next day off or a day when we are able to go sit at the bank, we, because he has to go with me. Did I miss an envelope? Gosh, I need to stop talking. But if I stop talking, it's going to be even more boring than just sitting here watching me play with envelopes. um, Also, I'm kind of trying to hurry up a little bit because my son's awake. And I can film with my son awake, but he's probably going to want some attention. So I don't want to make him feel like he doesn't get attention as soon as he wakes up. But yeah, so as soon as we do get me a card for that second account, I will probably stop doing the payback method, the credit card, and just we'll have a spending account and a bills account. Um, but I don't know when that's going to be because we don't really have, I mean, we always have our kids. And I really don't want to take our kids to the bank with us. And our bank's not open on Saturdays anyway, so it would have to be like a during the week thing. And I don't know. Okay, let's put these in order because we changed them around. So we have buffer, childcare, Costco. Costco's also like a buffer, or I'm building a buffer for Costco in my grocery envelope right now, um, just to try to get it to where I'm not in the payback method. Oh, we forgot baby. Baby is first. Baby, buffer, childcare, Costco, credit card payback, eating out, gas, grocery, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, health, and household. And then I did make inserts for mine and my husband to have a section. But I guess those are going to go in here. Because we have our sinking funds, which are different. So let's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So my husband's can go here. So will be where like I budget spending money or buffer money for us. I don't know why my husband has $20 in here. Do I have any money in mine? And then at the end, I do have money in mine. What? I didn't know that. At the end, if I didn't have to pull it, it is considered a rollover. I can either put it towards our savings challenges or put it in our actual sinking funds. All right, so these are our my expenses binder. I think that looks very good. I do like the design on these. I just wish it was a little bit more bold. It's definitely minimal, um, but I'm not making new ones. Those took me way too long. All right, that feels really good. These feel really good. Oh, I did not do my business stuff. What is in this one? This was just sinking funds, high priority, and kiddos. So I guess my business one would probably go in here. It's not very many. I'll have to play with that. But like I said, my son is awake, so I need to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out. Sorry this wasn't like, super fun or anything, but I appreciate you being here. Please like this video, leave me a comment below, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.